Happiness is nothing more than good health and a bad memory. It's courtesy and kindness that define me. A broken heart is just the growing pains necessary so that you can love more completely when the real thing comes along. Today I escaped anxiety, or no, I discarded it because it was within me, in my own perceptions, not outside. We are not rich by what we possess, but by what we can do without. Wealth is like seawater. The more we drink, the thirstier we become. And the same is true of fame. Whoever attaches a lot of value to the opinions of others pays them too much honor. Many people know they are unhappy, but even more people don't know they are happy. True good fortune is what you make for yourself. Good fortune, good character, good intentions, and good actions. When I do help others or help them to do something, I'm doing what I was designed for. Stop allowing your mind to be a slave, to be jerked about by selfish impulses, to kick against fate and the present, and to mistrust the future. Don't go through life. Grow through life. If you are driven by fear, anger, or pride, nature will force you to compete. If you are guided by courage, awareness, tranquility, and peace, nature will serve you. If you have to keep asking yourself if something is worth it, then maybe it's not. Everything is born from change. Don't let the noise of other people's opinions drown your inner voice. Learn to be content and happy by yourself. If you need a company to be happy, then it will make you weak. Don't borrow anything you can't afford to replace. If you blame it on someone else, don't expect it to get better. Eventually, all things fall into place. Until then, laugh at the confusion, live for the moments, and know everything happens for a reason. At 20, everyone has the face that God gave them. At 40, the face that life gave them. And at 60, the face they earned. The more kind a person is, the less he notices the bad in people. The future comes slowly, the present flies, and the past stands still forever. He who cannot obey himself will be commanded. That is the nature of living creatures. Set a goal so big that you can't achieve it until you grow into the person you can. Be aware of people who are in your circle, but not in your corner. Life gives you lots of chances to screw up, which means you have just as many chances to get it right. To become what one is, one must not have the faintest notion what one is. In the hopes of reaching the moon, men fail to see the flowers that blossom at their feet. A person must be old enough to recognize their mistakes, smart enough to benefit from them, and strong enough to correct them. Once you mature, you'll realize that silence is more powerful than proving a point. Some day isn't even a real day, although for some people, it's every day. Lessons in life will be repeated until they are learned. Say no more than you wish to have said. Do no less than what you wish to have done. Give a person everything that he desires, and at the same moment, he will feel that this is not everything. He who has a why to live for can bear almost any how. Health so far outweighs all other blessings of life, that a truly healthy beggar is happier than a sick king. The most educated person is the simplest one. The responsibility is all mine. No one can stop me from being honest or straightforward. The happiness of my life depends upon the quality of my thoughts. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. The busier we are, the more acutely we feel that we live, the more conscious we are of life. Prayers do not change the world, but prayers change people, and people change the world. Rules for happiness: something to do, someone to love, something to hope for. You will never see the great things ahead of you if you keep looking at the bad things behind you. Stop asking why they kept doing it and start asking why you keep allowing it. If you love something so much, let it go. If it comes back, it was meant to be. If it doesn't, it never was. The most harmful thing is wanting to avoid mistakes. Don't blame a clown for acting like a clown. Ask yourself why you keep going to the circus. The fastest way to gain self-confidence is to do exactly what you are afraid of. Your past is your opportunity to learn the lessons you need to deal with your present life. Do not let others hold you back. Limit yourself to the present. Never esteem anything as of advantage to you that will make you break your word or lose your self-respect. You need to stop doing things for someone when you find out it's expected rather than appreciated. If you expect the world to be fair with you because you are fair, that's like expecting the lion not to eat you because you didn't eat him. Sometimes you can make all the right choices and then have to sit there and watch them all crumble around you. You just have to pick up the pieces and keep moving. no matter what anyone says or does. My task is to be good. If it's endurable, then endure it. Stop complaining. Not to assume it's impossible because you find it hard, but to recognize that if it's humanly possible, you can do it too. People who avoid failure also avoid success. Change is hard at first, messy in the middle, and gorgeous at the end. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. Be alone sometimes. It is important for your mind and well-being. Anger is the punishment we give ourselves for someone else's mistake. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. Get busy with life's purpose. Toss aside empty hopes and get active in your own rescue. No one can construct for you the bridge upon which precisely you must cross the stream of life. No one but yourself alone. That which does not kill us makes us stronger. The greatest of follies is to sacrifice health for any other kind of happiness. Respond to critiques with accomplishments. A man can be himself only so long as he is alone. And if he does not love solitude, he will not love freedom, for it is only when he is alone that he is really free. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Do not indulge in dreams of having what you have not, but reckon up the chief of the blessings you do possess, and then thankfully remember how you would crave for them if they were not yours. Willpower is to the mind like a strong blind man who carries on his shoulders a lame man who can see. The first 40 years of life gives us the text. The next 30 supply the commentary on it. It is not thoughts that need to be taught, but thinking. The reading of all good books is like a conversation with the finest minds of past centuries. It is in the treatment of trifles that a person shows what they are. People treating you poorly is a reflection on them, not you. Do not listen with the intent to reply, but with the intent to understand. Be the person you needed when you were younger. You don't ever truly know another person unless you can take up residence in their head. You'll never be privy to their true nature. If you need more than one hand to count your best friends, you're not a great best friend. Some talk to you in their free time, and some free their time to talk to you. Learn the difference. The answer is always no until you ask. Don't make decisions when you're angry. Don't make promises when you're happy. No matter how good a person you are, you will always be bad in someone's story. If you don't overcome your tendency to give up easily, your life will lead to nothing. Not everyone is going to understand your journey. Not everyone is going to believe in what you believe in. You are on your own path, so never change who you are. There is a limit to the time assigned you, and if you don't use it to free yourself, it will be gone and never return. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Ask yourself at every moment, is this necessary? Sometimes the strongest among us are the ones who smile through silent pain, cry behind closed doors, and fight battles nobody knows about. Maybe your path is harder because your calling is higher. The things you think about determine the quality of your mind. Your soul takes on the color of your thoughts. Because a thing seems difficult for you, do not think it impossible for anyone to accomplish.